All right, hello everybody. I hope you guys are all doing well. Super excited for today's video because my Hobonichi 2025 order has arrived. I actually ended up ordering a majority of my items from Atlas Stationers. That's mainly just because the Hobonichi site, as many of you know, the servers were down that first 24 hours, or first few hours. So I just decided to purchase my stuff on Atlas Stationers, which was a great customer experience, honestly. I'm not gonna share too many of my thoughts and opinions on the Hobonichi launch just because I think it's kind of already all been said. I never want to invalidate or discredit anyone else's feelings, but I think I don't necessarily share a lot of the outrage and disappointment that it feels like a lot of people have with the launch. Even though there was an issue on launch day and that can be super disappointing, I knew that between September and December, that 4 months, it would all get figured out, everything would be okay. So I didn't stress out about it. It's just planners for me at the end of the day, and I didn't want to freak out about it. And so I just turned my phone off after 30 minutes when the Hobonichi website wasn't ordering, and just got my stuff from Atlas Stationers. I did place an order with Hobonichi because I really wanted the Stoppo, and not a lot of people sell theirs secondhand, and you couldn't really find it anywhere else. So I do have a Hobonichi box on the way, and I also did a group order with one of my really close friends on Patreon, Tiana. Shout out to you. We did a group order together because she wanted some Paddington items. So that will be on the way. I don't think I'll do an unboxing for that because this is kind of the guts of my order. That's all I really have to say about Hobonichi launch. I'm very thankful I was able to get the stuff, and I'm also kind of glad I ordered through Atlas because they're a small business. They're a family-owned business, and so for me it was actually kind of nice to support a even smaller business and give them my coins. This came super quick. It came a lot quicker than I was expecting it to. So we're just gonna go ahead and open it up. I didn't go super crazy on my purchases this year. The first ever YouTube video I posted on my channel was actually my Hobonichi unboxing from the September launch in 2023. So this is kind of like a full circle moment for me, which is fun. Let me see what the easiest way. I'm gonna take all of this out and we can go one by one. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, so it's just the invoice. So right off the top, there is this little postcard from Atlas, which is really cute. There was actually this as a sticker on the box that it came with, and I actually ended up ripping it off and putting it in my daily pages. Where is it? Yeah, right here, which I thought was really cute. So that's nice. It comes with a little postcard too. So that's super cute. And then here are the items. We'll start with this guy. The first thing I decided to get this year, which is kind of a first for me, is one of the Hobonichi drawer pouches, I think is what this is called. And I currently keep all of my pens and such in this little pouch that I actually got from my job. And I just have a glue stick, some extra pens, my little scissors, highlighters, things like that in here. And this has just started to get a little bit full, and it's kind of hard for me to dig through this thing and find stuff sometimes. So I really wanted to try one of these out, and I really liked this blue one because it was see-through and you could see what was inside it, and I thought that would make things a lot more accessible to me and just make things easier. So I'm really excited about this, and I think the blue is really pretty and super cute. So that was the first thing that I got. I want this to spill out. I'm gonna just put this to the side. So the first thing I got, which was kind of one that I was going back and forth on about, is a Hobonichi Weeks. Usually I am a one book person, and for me it's hard to have things in separate books. But I thought a Hobonichi Weeks would be really beneficial for me for my job with the Olympics, just to have a little bit of separation because I have one full-time job and a part-time, and sometimes it can be a little difficult to keep it all in one book. And so this is the Platinum White Hobonichi Weeks. which reminded me of like the white gold one that came out in 2023. And I just thought it was really cool. I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera, but it has this like silver kind of like pearl sheen to it, and I just thought it was really pretty in the like marketing photos that they had posted. And this is also the what is it called, the paper series. So the cover is like, I don't know, it's not like cardstock like the cousin is, but it's pretty thin, it's not fabric. And I just thought it was really pretty, and I liked the shine to it. So I got this with the intention of keeping it for just my one job that I have, and this will probably never see YouTube. It's likely just gonna stay at my desk or at my cubicle, and it's never gonna leave, just so I can have a little separation and just a place to keep all of my notes and important contact info in, because I can't really put that stuff in my cousin. So I'm actually really happy with this, and I think it's really cute. I'll probably put a clear cover on it just because I don't want it to get super dirty, but I'm actually really happy with how this looks in person. I think it's super pretty. Super happy with that. Next thing that I got was the Deco Rush, or one of the Deco Rushes. I think they came out with 3. It doesn't have the artist in English. I forgot the artist name, which I should not do, but this was the artist that had the little gifts. Sorry, don't get mad at me for ripping that, I'm so sorry. This was the artist that did the little gifts covers last year, and the covers that are super popular this year. But I really liked the Deco Rush with all the little hearts, and I thought it was really cute, so I did get this guy just to, you know, add something a little fun to some of my pages. And then something else that I got that I was really excited about this year was the adhesive pockets that Hobonichi had. I feel like they've always had this size maybe, and these are the new ones. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think this one is for the A5, the A6, and then a Weeks little clear pocket. And I think it comes with multiple, which is actually really nice. I thought it just came with one pocket, but it looks like there's about 4 or 5 in here at least, and then maybe a few in here. So I thought these would be really nice to put throughout my cousin, just to like stick ephemera or pictures, decorative, whatever, inside. And so I got one of each for those. Next thing I got is the Weeks pencil board from that same artist. I really wish it was in English. Oh, Yumi Kitagishi, that's the artist, I'm pretty sure. I thought the Weeks sized pencil board was so stinking cute, and it's really cute in person. I really liked it. I forgot what the title of this art, it was like Little House or something like that. But I thought this would actually look really nice with my white Weeks to use together. And here, I just thought it was really cute, and it kind of just added a little bit of something to my plain Weeks. But yeah, super cute actually. I really like this. I wish they had a cover that came with this design, but yeah, super cute. Let's move this out of the way. And then lastly, the final thing that I got was a Hobonichi cousin. I've only ever ordered spring start editions of the cousin, so this will be my first January start, which is really exciting. If you guys don't know, I recently moved into this 2024 Han, and while I do really like this, I think I do prefer this color, like the manila cream color of the cover. Recently just moved into this guy. It's been going really good. It kind of feels like I never left, and it's just been a really seamless transition into this book. And I've actually started doing my weekly pages like the tiniest bit different than I did the last time that I was in a cousin, and I've really been enjoying these pages. I've been adding a little bit more planner, like functional things or like indicators in my weeklies compared to how I used it previously, and I've just had a really good happy time in here, and I feel very content. So I was really like confident with my purchase in a cousin. I know they're an investment, but for me, I mean, the goal is to use it for an entire year, but if it's something I'm going to invest an entire year into, then I don't mind investing in that price. So I did get the cousin. There is something I do want to check. I like saving the packaging. I think this is probably the cutest packaging to ever exist for stationery. And I love keeping these envelopes. Let's see if I can do this without ripping it. I always really like checking the serial number. Also, this is very interesting to me, the little pamphlets for this year. Kind of like it, but it's kind of terrifying, honestly. Kind of scaring me. I don't know if I like him. That's like my paralysis demon. A little scary, but cute. I kind of like that it's different because I feel like the last couple pamphlets have been very similar, so I appreciate that this is different, but it's kind of terrifying. Anyways, I really like looking at the serial numbers in the Hobonichi. If you don't know, in the back of your book or somewhere in the back, it has a number that's stamped that's unique to you. So I always just like coming back here and looking at the number to see what I got. But yeah, here is the cousin. She's beautiful, clean, and pristine. I think I much prefer this cover over the black one, which is surprising. I thought I would like the Han a lot more, but this one kind of feels like the classic, I don't know, book. We still got a ways before I can use this, which is totally fine because I still have 4 more months in this guy, so I'm not really in a rush to use this, but it's nice to just have it in hand and on my person. Honestly, a lot of this stuff, like this book and then my weeks, are probably just gonna sit in my box for a couple more months before I use them. I don't currently have a cover. I didn't love a lot of the A5 covers. I think they come out with really cute A6 color colorways, but I do not like any of the A5 ones usually. My dream cover is the A5 My Manga and I cover. If anyone would ever sell it to me, I would be very grateful. I have the A6 size of that cover, but I would love to get the A5. I think that's kind of like my dream cover. So I'm gonna see if between now and January I can find My Manga and I in an A5 size. If not, I'll probably just throw a clear cover on this guy. I usually order the Midori ones, the smaller clear cover, and I'll probably just keep that on it. And then with the addition of like these little pockets and stuff, I can customize it a little bit more. So that is all I have for my 2025 Hobonichi order. Again, nothing super crazy. I really just wanted to go with like the bones of my system this year. I think for myself, I've been able to do a lot of reflection the past couple weeks and just how my year has gone and how I anticipate 2025 being for me. And I think I don't want to jinx myself or I don't know, I don't want to force myself, but I think I'm really leaning towards sticking with a 1 book 2025. And for me, that's really gonna be the cousin. Again, this one's is like literally just for work, and this one is gonna just stay in my desk. I probably won't even touch it every day or every other day, but for the majority of my planning, my journaling, my art, everything, I really just want to stick to 1 book for 2025. And I think the really nice thing about the cousin size, the A5 size, is that it is big enough. It allows me a lot of freedom and flexibility to change things up when they start to get stagnant or when I have really big life changes. Whereas when I was in smaller books like the A6, B6, personal, those sizes didn't offer a lot of that flexibility or freedom. And so I think I'm really gonna make it a goal for myself for next year. I think it's completely doable because again, I did it last year. I was in 1 book. I don't love planner hopping. Sometimes I think it's definitely necessary and needed, and I will never regret planner hopping because I've learned something about myself and my planning system every time that I've done so. But I would love to stay in a consistent, steady book for this year. And I know planner hopping, especially in the planner community, can get a lot of flack sometimes, and there are extremes to both sides of things, and definitely there's a lot of valid opinions and thoughts on planner hopping. I kind of look at this, the planner community, my planner experience, almost like working out. And sometimes you're not going to want to do the same mode of exercise for an entire year straight, right? maybe for the majority of the year I want to do weightlifting, but there's going to be points in my life where weightlifting might not be the best thing for me, or I might need to take a break, or I might want to try something new. And so for me, The Cousin is kind of like my weightlifting, but other books can be your other modes of exercise in a sense. And so as long as you are still engaging in the practice of planning, journaling, whatever that looks like for you, and not even like every day, just like as long as you are engaging in that practice on a consistent basis, whatever consistent looks like for you, then I think that's okay. And I think it doesn't really matter if you switch books or if you don't switch books. It's just whatever works best for you. And so I know it can be difficult when YouTubers do a lot of hopping, and it seems inconsistent and it seems unsustainable, and it can be really frustrating. And I do think there's a lot of truth to those things. However, I just want to preface that planner hopping is okay. And the fact that you are even trying and you are experimenting should be something to be proud of, because it's you trying to find solutions. Like, we're planners, we are literally just trying to work through a lot of life things, and your book is kind of part of that. And so you problem solving, whether it's into a different system or a different book entirely, is okay. Just want to throw that out there, because sometimes I see comments, or sometimes comments get left on my videos, and I don't know, I don't necessarily agree with all of them, and that's okay. At least for 2025, I would like to stay in one book for the entire year, and that's mainly just because I've noticed in myself that I like having a kind of emotional support kind of rock in my life, which is my book. And it's hard for me to have that rock or stability when I feel like I have different pieces everywhere, which makes sense because I'm someone who kind of needs like an all-in-one system anyways. And so for me, that works best for me, I think, but that might not be what works best for you, and that's okay. Anyways, that's my only rant, my only spiel for the day. That is everything that I got for 2025, along with the Stoppo from Hobonichi, and that's pretty much it. And I think I'm kind of gonna put myself on a little stationery pause until the spring launch of Hobonichi, so give myself a few months to just really get into this, and then maybe, splurge on a couple other things. But I really want to just stick with what I've got and just experiment and try to make things work with what I have, and I'm really excited for that. So if you guys have any questions on any of the stuff I mentioned, please let me know. I will have everything that I can linked below in the description, and then next week I'll give you guys an update on how this guy is going. But thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.